So I'm going to show you, first of all, the template that I have set up here that I'd like you to use, and we'll create this yourself in Photoshop. In the size of the photos that I want you to create is 1040 by 1040, and in the top left corner I have a white rectangle, and it's rotated at 45 degrees, so it's kind of in the corner there. And on top of that, I have some text. It says www.lecproperty.com, and that text is in the font Helvetica New, bold, and 32 point. And finally, in the bottom right corner, there is a logo, and I'll give you that the file, the JPEG for that image, and the size of that logo should be set at 300 by, excuse me, 350 by 350 for the size, and the position of it is 650 times 650. That's the XY position, I believe, of the top left corner. And finally, that logo has set at an opacity or transparency of 65%. Okay, so that's the general layout. Now I'm going to show you a couple different cropping situations. Your workflow will be different because you're using Photoshop, but just want to give you a couple ideas about what I'm looking for. First of all, um, this photo is wide. It's in a landscape orientation, and so what I'm going to do is just drop it in and then pull it down, just right to the bottom, and then I'm going to sort of try to find a nice spot to crop it to. Now, I want to see the building, and I want to see the swimming pool. That's the important things for me. So I'm just going to pull it all the way to the right here, so I get the nicest picture I can of that. And obviously the picture is behind the stripe in the corner and behind the logo. So that's for a picture that's wider. You will also get pictures that are in portrait orientation. So let's take a look at one of those now. So I drop this in, and it's tall. I'm just gonna stretch it across, and then again find the nice place where this is going to look nice. Why don't we show it with the table there and with the pool table there? Okay, now I'm going to show you one other situation that you might come across when you are editing these photos, and that's this one right here. So there's two things I want you to notice. One is the size, and the second thing is the logo. Now with the size, if this is an exterior shot, so if we pull it out to fill it up, well, we don't really see enough of this building anymore. Um, so we're gonna, in this particular case, we're just gonna put it in the center, extend it out, and then that'll be good, even though obviously it's better if we can fill up the square frame. Now the second thing to notice about this is there's a logo. If there's ever a logo in the photo and after you're done cropping it's still visible, we need to do something about that. There we go. We're covering up the other logo there, and now that looks okay. So those are the three situations you might come across. You have to extend it out, crop that way, extend it out the other way, or in some cases you might have to use a boxed layout if we really can't get it to look nice when we extend that out to fill the square frame. And if you ever find any logos, please blur those out. I think there's a blur tool in Photoshop, or you can also put a rectangle like I did, but whichever you think will look best.